Anna, and welcome to another tarot reading with me. And tonight I'm doing a different kind of a spread. So I'm doing an overall energy and a past, present and future energy. And I'm reading the meaning from the author of the deck. And I've got the Gateway to the Divine Tarot. The Three of Swords is the overall energy. Heartbreak, loss, grief. Past energy is Five of Pentacles. Lack, feeling left out in the cold. Financially lacking as well. Present energy is the Chariot. Major Arcana 7, the Chariot. Thank goodness that energy is starting to get a little bit worried about where this was going. So nice present energy of forward self-directed movement. Guided. And oh my god, future energy, the Ten of Wands wanted to fly out there. Okay, so the Three of Swords. There isn't always a happy ending. The compromises of the Two of Swords didn't work out. Despite our efforts, whether it was our fault or not, they failed. Our doubts and fears turned out to be true, and we are heartbroken, and may remain so for some time. But the truth is out now, and we can glean some comfort from that. Now at least the healing can begin. Sorrow speaks from a place that has no words. A look and a tear say it all. The Legacy Tarot's Three of Swords deviates from the harsh image of swords stabbing a heart, which we usually see on this card. It thus mitigates the visceral reaction that people typically have when they see the Three of Swords, and in doing so, it allows us to focus on meanings for this card that are more mental than emotional meanings, such as a need to acknowledge, understand or express your pain and suffering, the discovery of a painful truth and bitter, hurtful words that can never be taken back. Keywords are tears, emotional suffering, emotional pain, sorrow, intense pain, worries, love triangle, separation. A single tear runs down the face of a young woman with tightly braided hair. She wears her heart not on her sleeve but on her cheek. The sky behind is dark and stormy. Relationships, thoughts and words can bring pain and sorrow. It is important to fully feel and communicate, when appropriate, both pleasant and painful feelings. This card can represent a relationship crisis that may or may not have a workable solution. The true challenge is the overwhelming feeling that you could be destroyed by your sorrow. Saturn in Libra, gifts, empathy, compassion, and advice the heart teaches the mind. The deeper the sorrow, the less tongue it hath. A heart that hurts is a heart that works. Okay, and the Five of Coins. We are at a loss and feel a sense of desperation, materialistically or emotionally. From our perspective, the scenario seems destitute. And while our circumstances may well be dire, they are not permanent. We may not see it from our current dark viewpoint, but there is light, and with it comes hope. Bathed in its radiant beam, five buds blossom and offer a promise of better times ahead. The goodness in life is really impossible to miss, but even in the presence of riches, the lord of material trouble asks for something else. And I might just grab the... People are like stained glass windows. They sparkle and shine when the sun is out. When the darkness sets in, their true beauty is revealed only if there is light from within. The Chariot, which is a major arcana. Forces manifest themselves in different ways and in different periods of our lives. Ambition, desires, needs, and obligations. Often these forces can be ill-defined or even in conflict, and power without control is at best undermined and counterproductive, and at worst self-destructive. Here the charioteer is symbolic of victory over those conflicts. She holds high a staff which emits a directional beam of light. Her will manifests itself in this form. Her goal is defined. She now harnesses what may have been opposing forces using both physical and spiritual power. The light provides a beacon illuminating the way ahead. The driving force is now of guidance and direction. I might just read the poem. Victory is a thing of the will. And the Ten of Wands. Oh, okay, Ten of Wands. No matter how strong our will is, the burden is almost overwhelming and our journey is weighing on us in every sense. Our energies are almost drained and our progress is brought almost to a halt. Despite our enthusiasm and belief in ourselves, we cannot always do it on our own. We need to appraise our position and circumstances. Maybe now that we have achieved so much, we can afford the luxury of reaching out, having others share the burden, delegating or asking for help. Although there are and will always be obstacles, you willingly move forward carrying the burden of responsibility for all your intentions and past actions. Take no more on than you're able to bear. That's the proverb. And that's the reading. I might just grab a Goddess Guidance Oracle card to sum up the reading. Quite heavy with the energy is kind of heavy. It's almost like our ehoma, we have to deal with something that could be a burden on us right now, or feeling lack. Okay, these three goddesses wanted to jump out. So Freya, bold. She looks pretty bold. Aphrodite, inner goddess. And Guinevere, true love. So Freya is telling us to unleash your adventurous side, take risks and be daring. Aphrodite, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care and appreciating your divinity. And Guinevere, true love, the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. So, it's beautiful goddess messages. Okay, aroha nui.